G'day and welcome back to RC Model Reviews. I'm outside at the moment and here is my AXN, and I fitted the HobbyKing backpack, the one that has the Mobius camera on it. There we go, Mobius backpack to the AXN. I've just used the antennas that came with it because we're testing what was supplied, and if I take this out, you can see I've run a cable. This goes off to the balance lead on my 3-cell battery up into the back of the backpack there, and there's my 3-cell battery all ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw this in the air and we'll try and get some live video footage as well as some recorded footage and see how it works out. Now, I've noticed this does get quite warm. I was running it on the bench before, got pretty warm, so I'm sure the airflow will keep it cool. But one other thing I noticed is this. Although the signal on my goggles looks good, I'm getting this sort of noisy band along the bottom of my DVR screen. It's not all the time, it's only sometimes. I'm wondering if hopefully it's not the DVR, but it doesn't do it with any other video transmitter setup, so I'm not too sure exactly what's going on there. I also noticed that there are bands on either side. It doesn't fill the screen, it doesn't do it in the goggles either, which is a bit, you're paying for all those pixels, you really want to use them if you can, but I guess we won't be in this case. Now I'm just going to do some power cycling here, show you what happens. I'm going to try and do this one-handed. Trust me, it's not easy trying to put this into the balance port, but here we go, plugged in, and you see nothing happens, and then the light on the Mobius should come on and tell us, there we go, so now we're good, and we are transmitting. All good to go, so there's no need to play around with the buttons unless you want to record. It comes on automatically, starts producing a video signal. And initially looking at the monitor, I've just used the Mobius straight out of the box. I haven't changed any of the settings, so not really that good in terms of light handling, but that's, that need to turn on the wide dynamic range and other things. Let's just point this around here, get an idea. Yeah, you get some better ideas in the flight footage, but out of the box, Mobius isn't that good with light, and hopefully, who knows, hopefully it will turn out to be better. Let's just have a look at the latency while I've got everything on the ground here, if I can. Hopefully it'll make life a bit easier. Oh, excuse me, this is not very well choreographed. My apologies for that. In fact, I noticed that the latency actually seems better than I thought it would be. Let's move my hand here, trying to get a shot of my hand in as well. See that there is, well, actually it's worse now. Yeah, there is a lot of latency. That's what you expect from an HD camera, but it could be worse. Flying will be the real test. I've flown the AXN here with standard video setup, board camera, and it works just fine. Let's see how it feels when I'm flying it with this HD setup. And of course, the old HD setup, piece of cake. All I've done is a Velcro on the bottom and put a Velcro on my AXN, so setting it up simple as that. No worries. I think we're recording now. Yeah, it looks all right. You keep an eye on the signal. I'll just fly around without the FPV first. Make sure we got a good signal. Remember,
it should be up in the air, or is it like that?
Yeah, it'll be fine. Yep, that'll be fine, just like that. So what we're going to do now is just do a quick visual circuit, make sure the FPV has enough range. Okay, that all seemed fine, so now we're going to do an FPV circuit or two. Put my antenna up on my radio and we'll go to goggles. Right, here we go. That wasn't as good as an experience as you get with the board camera, I have to say. I did notice the latency a little bit, and the quality of the image just wasn't as good. Really wasn't as good. So, well, you know, but it is quick, easy, convenient. You could fly. I flew, obviously, no problems. Yeah, but it's I'll do another video on whether you should choose this option or the cheap $30 FPV option, which includes camera and video transmitter. So there you go, that's another wrap up. I'd say, do you want to buy this thing? Yeah, it works, what can I say? Is it the best option? Well, stay tuned and we'll see. I should have done that out of the sun actually. Okay, it's time to get back to the air at RC Model Reviews. Bye for now.